What's up, everybody? We alive. Yet another day above soil. I might as well give you a few updates while I'm on my evening stroll. I've got a lot of craft shows lined up. Tomorrow, I'm going to Zoo New York and Watertown. And then next week, I'm going to this fancy castle. It's called Greystone Castle. It's in Canastota. And then I'm going to go to the Fulton Arts Market. It's a craft show that I usually go to. It's a little bit more on the cheaper end, but it's a show nonetheless. So needless to say, I'm going to be doing my thing a lot. So it's one thing that I'm doing all these shows. I'm just wondering if I'm going to break even or if I'm going to make profit. And this is how it usually happens. And I'm also going to be speaking to the people who also want to do craft shows. So basically, this is how it goes. Before a craft show, you got to put down a deposit. Sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $10, sometimes it's $30, sometimes it's $75, sometimes it's $100. Your middle of the road craft shows is going to be like a $30 deposit. Usually you would make a little bit of money, but it all depends on where you're doing the craft shows. And then other times, you got low-end craft shows. Put $5 down. Usually it's good to get yourself out there. You might not make that much money off of it, but it's a craft show. And then you got the higher end. Now, if you got to bring your tax ID and put down a big old deposit, yeah, that's going to be lucrative. The craft show that I have tomorrow, it's a little bit more on the middle of the road kind of thing. I put down $30. And I wanted to do this craft show because it was at a zoo. And for those who are either subscribers or maybe you haven't subscribed yet, you probably figure that a lot of the things that I do involves wildlife. So I find it very fitting that I'm going to do a craft show at a zoo. And then the craft show that I have after that, next Saturday, I've got to put down a $75 deposit and I got to bring my tax ID. Now that's going to be a good chunk of change. And it's at a very fancy location. So that's more of a high-end craft show. It's probably one of the more higher-end craft shows that I've done or that I'm about to do. And then there's the Fulton Art Market. It's not really that much. I don't have to travel as far. But at least I'm putting myself out there. We're going to see how everything goes. And we'll go from there. Speaking of perception, it's like clockwork. When I go to these craft shows, I'll pull up, crank my windows down, put my volume all the way up, so that way they know LDX is in town. I don't have my bandana on me right now, but you best believe when I'm gonna do this craft show, they're going to see me from a mile away. That bandana is going to be so green, it's going to make the traffic go. Just saying. And everybody has their own thing. Everybody does. Some people wear a denim shirt and jeans. Some people wear pretty pink boots. Some people might bring a poodle with its hair dyed pink. Or some people just come as they are. That's how it is. You got to set a perception, and that perception sets the stage. Your craft show should be a reflection of who you are. It's more than just selling stuff. You're going to have to sell yourself, and you're going to have to show people what you're about. That's just how it is. I'm going to tell y'all like this. When you see somebody within 5, 10, 15 seconds, the perception of that person or that thing will set the stage. So about a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to this one person who just so happened to help her son move into a new apartment. So I said, "Hey, how you doing? I saw you at a bar one time. We should connect sometime, you know? We should connect." And she was like, "Wait a minute. Yeah, I saw you there." "Oh, I'm helping my son move into his new apartment. He's just trying to be a little bit more independent, you know. He may be a little bit antisocial." Well, I said, "Well, sometimes I might be a little bit antisocial." So then a couple days later, I saw this guy. So I introduced myself and I said, "Hey, my name is Drew. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am your new neighbor." So anyway, I said, "Hi, my name is Drew." And he didn't really look me in the eye that much, and he looked like he didn't want to hold a conversation. Within that first 10 seconds, I was like, whoa. I mean, I know that his mother said that he was antisocial, but maybe I was shooting a little bit over the edge. I'm not going to judge him or anything, but it's about perception. And the reason why I'm talking about this is, once again, craft shows. When your booth at a craft show doesn't look appealing, not that many people would probably buy your product. However, if your booth is looking absolutely phenomenal, then people most likely would buy your product. Now, your booth, yeah, it's a representation of yourself, but you also got to find the right places. Find your target audience. Now, if you live in a place that's cold, it wouldn't make sense to sell ice, because ice is already there. Now, if you're at a hot place and it's over 100 degrees, it would make sense to sell water, because people get thirsty when it's hot outside. So what you gonna do? You go sell that water. Same premise with craft shows. So anyway, that's my spiel on setting a perception. I'm gonna be doing these craft shows and I'm gonna sell the product. But you're definitely gonna see more artwork done by yours truly. I'm actually working on something right now, because within a few weeks, we're going to be celebrating Juneteenth. It's not on a lot of people's calendars, but it is definitely on mine for a few good reasons. And to celebrate Juneteenth, I'm going to put out a brand new piece of artwork. It's going to be pretty big. And it's morning. It's time to go to this craft show over at the zoo. And of course, I got Dunkin'. Gotta start the craft show with some Dunkin' in my system. Let's roll. So the craft show over at the zoo in Watertown came and went. I really wanted to shoot content over there, but there was a lot of music from Disney and I probably would have gotten a ding from copyright. Long story short, I sold a few things, but I didn't sell a lot. At least I sold something. Did I break even? Nah. But at least I got myself out there. There was a person there who said, "Oh, we always wanted to have somebody come over and talk to the kids about how to save the environment from pollution or the importance of sustainability." So the gears started turning in my head. So in the comments below, or if anybody knows me directly, if I should start doing school assemblies, let me know. is I really think there's a lot of energy there because it all begins with the kids. Yeah, I didn't sell that much at the craft show at the zoo, but there's a few reasons for why. So this was the first time the zoo had put on arts and crafts show, the Crafts and Critters event. This is the first time that they were doing it. And there was actually a conflicting event in town. So a lot of people went to that conflicting event and didn't go to the zoo. And a lot of people didn't sell anything. And that's just how it is. Sometimes you're going to get a craft show where you're going to get so many people wanting to buy your products. But other times, there's not going to be that many sales. You got to put money in to get money out. But anyway, tomorrow, it's going to be a big craft show. I had to put a big deposit down and I had to bring my tax ID. I actually had to get a hotel because I had to set up really ridiculously early in the morning. I'm not that much of an early bird, so I might as well drive down to Canastota, get a hotel, and then pop on over to the craft show and get ready. So we about to do this. All right, so I'm on my way to Greystone Castle to do this craft show. Just came from the hotel because they want me to set up booty crack of dawn. And of course, naturally, I'm at the Dunkin'. So I go to the Dunkin', and of course, there's a line wrapped around the building. Naturally, because everybody needs Dunkin'. You're going to need coffee in the morning with a little bit of sweet donut or some bagels or something to get yourself situated in the morning. I get it. Because sometimes I need that if I need to be up at the booty crack of dawn. So we got this line. It's wrapped around the building. So I'm like, bump all of that. I'm going to go inside. I walk up to the door. Door's locked. Great. But I got time. I need to set up, go to the Greystone Castle and do this craft show. I'm out. Y'all, I'm making a killing today. Long story short, you get what you pay for, and you pay for what you get. I just sold the elements. You're most likely going to see another video of me making another version of the elements because the first time I made the elements, I didn't record it. This time around, I will record it. But look, I cleaned house today. I sold a lot of stuff, and there was a lot of takers for the things that I do, and I met a lot of really cool people. Was today worth it? Absolutely. All right, I'm back home after a very long but very fun day at this craft show. Okay, so this is how I made out. So at the craft show today, I made a total of $359. It cost $103 for a hotel, which, let's be real, I wanted to get this hotel room and then be there on time so that I could wake up early. I'm not necessarily that much of an early bird, so I got me a hotel. And then it was $75 for the deposit. And then I had put gas in the car. And I drove about a quarter tank. Cost about $30 to fill my car. So what's a quarter of 30? And after the math, a quarter of $30 is $7.05. I'm just gonna say 7. So that leads me to a grand total of $174. That's not bad. Definitely not bad. Would I go to this venue again? Absolutely. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. You get what you pay for, and you pay for what you get. This was definitely a fun day. And I'm going to have a lot more fun next week. Because next week is Juneteenth. I'm going to be doing another craft show, and it's going to be in Fulton. It's the one that I usually do. This is going to be a little bit on the lower end. I'm most likely not going to, I don't know. I might make a return profit. I might make that return profit. Who knows? For me to come out to Fulton, here is the main reason why. I am done with this one piece of artwork that I'm so excited to show each and every one of y'all. All I have to do is finish it with the Mod Podge. It's sitting right there. But y'all gonna have to see that video next week. And then after that, because somebody bought the elements, I feel like I want to do another one. Because before I started making videos on YouTube, I didn't record the elements. Now I have a reason for why I want to do it again. But yeah, we're going to get into it next week. Y'all need to stay tuned. But anyway, there's a lot of things within our society that discriminate. Death, however, does not discriminate. If this is your first, second, third, or whatever time watching, hit that subscribe button. It's right down below. I'm also going to include the links to my Etsy and Instagram right within the description. Y'all need to be a part of the LDX family. We are still on the road to 100 subscribers. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. I'm out.